New UK music for you right there, CASSIE RYTZ with Level Them Up. It's a vibe, and I'm very happy to announce she is right here in the studio with me. What's happening, Cassie? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. And you? How are you?
I'm really good. You know what? I'm a guy who normally is well prepared, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was like, studio gets hot. It's hot on the tube. I don't need a jumper. I don't need a jacket.
Yeah.
I'm good. And you've just come in from outside, and it must be a monsoon or something out there. It's a madness.
It's terrible out there. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely awful. Like, honestly, I'm just glad I'm here. Like, honestly, I'm just glad I'm just inside.
Didn't get swept away in all the madness.
No, the floods, the tsunami didn't take me away. It's fine. Like, yep, I'm good.
No, Michael, it's good to have you here, man. I think you're a very dope artist.
Thank you so much.
I think your music is good, and the record we just played a second ago, a Skippy one, if I'm allowed to say, reminds me a little bit of AJ and Ladbroke Grove. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that?
I'm flattered because, you know, I'm a huge fan of him, and you know.
Which record came first?
He did. Hold on. I don't know.
Hold on, Fresh.
I actually don't know, you know. I can't. When did his thing come out? No, I think his came first. I allow him, you know. Even if mine came first, it don't matter because, you know, big fan out here representing, you get me?
I think what has to be done is we have to get that remix situation for the two of you. Can we push that together?
Yeah, that could happen still. I feel like that would be dope. Like, it's up to him though, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here. Whenever you're ready, AJ Tracy, I'm here, you get me? We can make a proper... But then again, I swear you done a remix already.
Oh, then General Levy was on it and a few others, yeah, but doesn't mean that you can't do one.
Yeah. Still,
there's no limits here.
Remix part 2. Might as well, yeah. It'll be the dopest as well.
Now, the first time I became aware of you properly was courtesy of the BBC.
Yeah.
Galdem Sugar.
Yeah.
What did you learn most from that whole situation?
Just, what do you mean, like in my situation or just the filming or?
The whole process, spending time with those artists, the kind of conversations you were having. What kind of things did you learn from? Maybe you had a conversation or someone gave you a perspective on something that you thought, I'd never thought of that. I had the same problems in this area of my life or issues in my career or whatever. What kind of things did you learn from it?
Well, I learned a lot from pre-Wavy situation. Because like I understood that being gay or lesbian in the music industry was it's very difficult, right? But the way she explained it is like it was just another side. It was just really, I never know, because okay, let me put it this way, because I know her personally, innit? So she's normally happy, bouncy and this and that, but then when she actually explains the certain things she has to go through, and then explaining that certain people might not be as interested in her songs or promoting her songs because of what she is, it kind of and like seeing her whole mood drop and everything, how serious she was, it's like that can really affect someone, because if it was me, I know that would, I don't know if I'll probably be doing music. So it's like it was very inspiring to see how strong she was while facing all of these problems, that you can't even be who you are in the music industry. Like that's
that's a whole other conversation almost sometimes.
Like even if you were straight or whatever, like in terms of like looking a certain way, especially as women, you have to look a certain way. So you can't wear what you want. You can't do that. You can't do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's just things like that. But you know, her story really stood out to me. I learned a lot from her still, and like. Yeah, I learned a lot from everyone, to be honest, but her story, like...
That was a standout one for you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said mine was, but I thought Pree's was, because hers was just really, like...
Well, yeah. I think what was really interesting about that series is not only as someone who... I knew some of the artists who were in there. Obviously, this is the first time we've connected. It was interesting to see everyone's story, because everyone's got their own story to tell. And like with interviews like now, I feel like I can really get to know who you are behind like me playing your tracks.
Yeah.
And I get to understand you even better, where you're from and how you motivate yourself and all that stuff. But like just then, you were part of it. So people were watching it, being inspired by you, and you as part of that process were being inspired by the people next to you as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, in this era of like mental health and development and all this stuff at the moment, I feel like it was a very positive thing for you to be a part of.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way too. I'll definitely do it again. Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially my situation, I feel like a lot of young people could really benefit from seeing stuff like that, especially people like young women who want to do music or whatnot, so they know what to expect and they know how to handle it. So yeah,
insightful, man. And that leads me into a question. I wasn't going to follow up with this question, but it kind of links in nicely. How important is Instagram to you?
You know what, lately, I haven't. You know what, it's cool. Like, if I have something to promote, I'll promote it. So obviously I'll promote my mixtape, I'll put it on my story, I'll put it up on Insta, whatever. But like, I'm not always like, oh, I need to see how much followers I have, I need to do this, or oh, I need to make sure this is, do you know what I mean? Like, well, obviously I still put up things at a certain time. If I say I'm gonna do it, then I'll do it, but I'm not like every day. Well, like how I used to be, okay, I've got to put out something every day. You know, I need to make sure, even though it is important to have people on your radar, but because I know how Instagram is and I know what it can do, I just kind of, if I'm posting, I post and go.
Keep it at arm's length kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't let it take over.
I do my hashtags and go and everything and whatever. And then same thing with Snapchat, same thing with Twitter. And whatever else I'm on, I can't even think right now. But yeah, and YouTube, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just put my thing up and then go, because it's like, I don't want to get too round up in what...
And it's easily done.
Yeah.
And it really affects people, you know?
Yeah, it really does. And I don't want to be like that. I really used to, and it used to make me so depressed. And I was like, bruv, why am I making a flipping app make me feel like this? Like...
But sorry to cut you, but what's dope is that you were in that situation and then you've come through that.
Yeah.
Because some people, they never see the light and they get caught up in that cycle. That's mad. So just a minute ago, we mentioned... I know we're on Pyro, but we mentioned one BBC show. Yeah. And I want to ask you about another one now. What did you think of the Rap Game UK?
Oh, I thought it was... Well, you know what? Yeah, I didn't even...
Yes, go on!
God, yeah. I didn't like... No, not I didn't like. I didn't watch it properly, but I've seen certain clips and I thought it was dope. Like, seeing that those kids have them opportunities to rap in front of, like, a bunch of UK artists or just artists that... could really, like, it's a great opportunity to, like,
huge platform.
Yeah, it's a huge platform as well, and to be around Krypton Conan, and they can provide, like, the winner could get a record label, like, that is great, like, that is massive, and I hope that there's a season 2, because, like, yeah, that's just perfect. It's perfect. We need that for, like, young artists, young serious artists that really wanna get somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And a bunch of them that I saw now are pretty serious, so they deserve it.
No, wicked, man. Now let's bring it back to music. If you just looked in, it's Pyro Radio. It's Monday. It's me, Jay Fresh, with the show we call #Jay Fresh and Friends. But it's not about me. I'm not that guy. It's about new music, new artists doing the most, like CASSIE RYTZ, who's joining me right here in the building.
Yeah.
Chat them a chat. Chat them a chat.
Chat them a chat.
Chat them a chat is the new record off the EP? Mixtape? I always got to get the names right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a mixtape, yeah. It's another track. It's doing very well, so I hope you lot like it. Should I introduce it?
Do you know what? You're ahead of me now. I feel like co-presenter role is happening for you right here at Pyro.
You know.
I was about to wheel it up and say if you would please introduce the track just as I play it right now.
All right. This is CASSIE RYTZ, CASSIE, and this is Chat them a chat bad.
Hey. It's the rhythm, CASSIE RYTZ. Chat them a chat right here at Pyro Radio, joined by the artist herself, right in the studio. Very talented young artist. Great to have you here, my G.
Yeah. I'm here again.
We said not. That's it. Not going. Now you're here. You're set up. You're not going nowhere.
No, I'm not going nowhere.
Good energy. I love that. The mixtape
starts here.
Out now.
Yeah.
How was the process of putting that together for you? Was it something you enjoyed, or were you pulling your hair out going, man, this is stressing me?
I enjoyed putting it together. Again, like, at the time when I was writing the songs, I was just expressing everything that I needed to get off my chest. So it was great release for me. You know, I didn't find it... Well, you know, obviously writing songs are not really easy anyway, especially when you're, like, a spitter and you want to be, like, have punchlines or, like, say things in a certain way. You know, you're not simple. Do you know what I mean? It can be very challenging, but, you know, it was fine. I enjoyed it. You know, as you know, I still do music. I'll do it again and again and again, you know?
And how are you, kind of how the project's been received and the reception, the feedback? How has that been for you? Do you have, like, if it gets this, then I'm happy? Or is it just a case you put it out there and go, let's kind of see what comes back?
Do you know what was mad? When I put it out, I was thinking, I don't think this is going to do well. Because it's my first project, yeah, and I was like, you know, This means a lot to me. This is great for me, but I'm like, okay, how is everyone else gonna take it? So I was like, okay, here. All right, let's see what this does.
Boom, it's there.
Yeah, yeah, and I promote it as much as I can. Like at least every day, I try to promote it on my Insta story.
Yeah,
or whatnot.
you're very active, man.
Yeah, so I try and get it across as much as possible and just see what I get from it. It seems to be good so far. I'm very shocked at the response, very shocked, and I'm happy. I'm just happy and just hope it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it opens a lot of doors for me. Yeah. No,
good. And do you know what? What I think is dope about you is that positive energy. Like, you've been smiling the whole time through this whole interview. No. I know it might sound like a bait one, but the good energy and aura and vibes is off of you, and it comes across in your music and how you conduct yourself. And to some people, getting music, they get to a certain level and don't get further. They don't realise that there's the other side of it, like how you are. Yeah. And you know what I mean? If you come in, you're like, oh yeah, well, it's like cool. It's not.
It's music, and man can't smile too much, car. Yeah.
Boom, interview done. You're like, wicked. How much can I get out of you? So I know I want to get information out of you, but of course, so does everyone listening to Pyro right now as well. So unfortunately, we don't have too much more time, but I do want to ask, because this is the first time we've connected properly, especially in a conversation, is your musical influences, what kind of helped shape you and were you exposed to as you were growing up as a young adult and as a young artist?
I was exposed to a lot of reggae, dancehall, a lot of this sounds very cliche, but church music in the morning on a Sunday.
It's your story, man. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
And my brother showed me grime, everything, to be honest. I used to listen to a lot of mainstream stuff as well. Bear Chris Brown, so much Chris Brown. I used to love him. I used to love JLS as well, so yeah, but I used to just listen to
Who was your favourite member of JLS?
I had two.
That's just greedy now. You can't be doing that, girl. Come on. So who were they?
Marvin and Aston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them both still.
The backflip, wasn't it?
Yeah, sometimes I like Tarisha, but yeah, but yeah, it was alright. But yeah, I was influenced by everything. So, but dancehall mainly, I would say, because I still listen to that. That's the genre I listen to the most. I'm very stuck on that. I love it.
And is that more kind of the new school artist, or is it more, again, maybe through your family, is it more the old school artist, or a mixture of both?
It could be a mixture of both. I like Shabba Ranks. Yeah.
You said it. Shabba, Ninja, Cutty, Super Cat.
Yeah, I love Spice. She was still on back in the day, but her current stuff now,
she's still moving.
Yeah, I still listen to Vibes Cartel. I know but still his music's lit. I can't lie. So yeah, read a word about us.
I sense more collaborations. There's an AJ Tracy one. There's a JLS one, and now there's a Cartel collaboration. You heard it here first.
JLS are broken up.
You can bring them back together. You've got that pull. You can make that happen.
Ugh, that's all right. No. So I don't think that's gonna work out very. Even if they were to get, nah. I don't really have a crush on Aston and them not anymore like that, or you know what I mean? So.
That's exactly what someone who still does would say. No. I definitely don't have a crush on them anymore, ever. But listen, thank you for joining us in the studio here at Pyro today. It's been a blessing to connect, my man. Instagram, social handles, how can people get up to date and keep connected with you?
Okay, my Instagram is CASSIE RYTZ, CASSIERYTZ. That's on everything, Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat. You'll catch me on there. Snapchat, I'm bare funny, so just add me up.
If I say so myself. Yeah. I'm hilarious.
Yes, I am, actually. I find myself very funny. Everyone does anyway on my Snap. So yeah, just if you want to laugh, just, add me, CASSIE RYTZ. There you go.
You heard it here first.
And follow me on Instagram, sorry.
I couldn't put any better myself. But wicked, thanks for joining us in the studio. Time for one more track for me, Jay Fresh, tonight. And then we're handing over to Trends.